I just want to say, for the benefit of this sight gag, I wore flats tonight. You're welcome. I guess before a match, you must envision what, I don't know if you do this, but I would if I were you, what it would be like if you won, you know, what that moment would feel like, because it gives you something to aspire to. And so when it doesn't happen, you really have to kind of do a serious
like a
attitude
form of
adjustment.
Visualization.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do that. I prefer that to like setting certain goals for myself. You know, as I do a lot of interviews, one of the very hot questions, like, what's the goal? You know, when are you going to retire? Like, is there a goal that you want to achieve before you retire? And no, I think it's just, it's not about a particular ending. Like, that's not the way that I look at things, but I certainly visualize what success feels like to me, and I see it, and I understand it, and I feel it. I think that's really important.
And what does it feel like for you when you
Feels
visualize
pretty darn
it? What do you
good.
see, though? What do you see? Do you see, you know, I mean, do you imagine something in your mind's eye?
Yeah, I think for me, happiness is really internal, and it's not something that is most of the time seen in photographs or told in words. I think there's something much deeper. Just on a human level, I think we're all faced, and we're faced against adversity, faced against tough things in our lives, family, our careers, relationships, and so I think happiness is, for me, like the simplicity of a feeling. It's not something that anyone will be able to say, oh, well, now I saw that she was happy. Of course, like the emotion of winning that match, that was amazing, and that was happiness, and that brought so much joy. I mean, I think you can't act that out. Like, that's the way I really felt in that moment.
And I know that you've always been very conscious of the fact that you didn't want to be forever defined as just a tennis player, that you wanted to try to develop other skills and I mean, other things that you could rely on or maybe turn to once your tennis career was over. So, and what did you learn, sort of, what was the biggest lesson you learned during those 15 months?
I think that, I mean, there are a lot. There are definitely a lot. But it gave me an opportunity to understand that I also wanted to grow outside of my bubble. And my bubble was always this commitment to sport and the relationship I have with sport and this dedication, and every day waking up and just having this this goal of being the best that I can be in it. And it's what I will always know the best. It's what I will always feel the best. And no matter what I continue to do in my career or not, or away from the court as well, it's like when you dedicate so much of your life as a youngster and you continue doing it into your 20s and 30s, I will know that that's something that I was good at, and I maybe hope one day I'll be as good at something as this, but I also want to grow in other areas, and whether it was business, whether it was my own business, and kind of understanding how my brain can just can work better, can work smarter.
If you guys like what you see, subscribe right here.